What is up, everyone? We are back right where we left off. We just completed our Charms class and our Defense Against the Dark Arts. Went to Hogsmeade, got our stuff. So now we have our very own wand. And now we are going to be talking to Professor Fig about this locket, which I need to honestly go online and find out about this locket, where we obtained it from. I think it is from that pensive. Yeah, I think it is. The locket we obtained at the pensive.
The Forbidden Forest. Are you trying?
Revelio.
Do you have any creatures living? You're
Pretty sure this is going to take us up to Professor Fig's classroom. Yep.
Levioso. Accio. Revelio.
Ravenclaw Tower. Wait, where's that door? Or is it deeper in the tower? Oh, it's right here. Haha. So that's 2, and 1 is back here. So that's 1 and 8. And then we have 13. Okay, I see what it is. Let's get to the Dark Arts Tower. Wait, no.
Revelio.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
Professor, I'm glad to see you.
And I you. Thank Merlin you're in one piece. I heard about the attack. Trolls in Hogsmeade?
Sir, the trolls were wearing armor. It had that dark glow like the dragon collar.
Goblin silver. Ranrock used it to control the dragon. But how? And why send trolls to...
They were there because of me. I overheard Ranrock talking with Victor Rookwood.
Ranrock was in Hogsmeade? With Rookwood?
The trolls were Ranrock's distraction so that Rookwood could get to me. And he would have, had Sirona and the patrons at the Three Broomsticks not intervened.
This is grave news indeed. If Ranrock's goblins and dark wizards are after you, they want what we found in that vault.
Speaking of the vault, do you think that Ranrock is working with any of the goblins at Gringotts?
I do not. Gringotts goblins aren't typically the friendliest of beings, but they have a great deal of integrity. No, I dare say after what happened to that poor banker, the goblins at Gringotts are no followers of Ranrock.
As far as you guys know.
They're after the locket. You said you discovered something in it.
Yes. I discovered an inscription. When I read it aloud, this map appeared. Clever enchantment. It's a map of Hogwarts, to be sure, but I do not know where it leads.
It leads to the library. A restricted section, to be precise, and a bit beyond. I see traces of magic there on the map.
I suspected you would see something.
Shall we go?
I appreciate your enthusiasm, and I'm eager to discover what we may find there as well. But if our experience at Gringotts, let alone what happened to Miriam, taught me anything, it's that the path we're on is terribly dangerous. I'd like you to work with Professor Hecat a bit, before we continue.
But sir, how dangerous could the library be? Perhaps we're only after a book.
Perhaps we are only after a book, but we should be prepared for anything. Once you've honed your defensive magic further, come and see me. I'll let Professor Hecat know to expect you.
Alright, I'm gonna go to nighttime. Because... okay, never mind, it doesn't work yet. Oh, that was a fail. I would have thought by now we could collect demiguises, but we cannot collect the demiguise statues yet. Reach level 3. I'm way past level 3. What the hell? Oh, I need to learn a fire-making charm, which would be Incendio, and I need the disillusionment charm. So I need to go work on Professor Hecat's assignment. Which is right here. Classroom, Professor class. Strong tower. Defense against the dark arts classroom.
I'm here about the new spell you wanted to teach me, Professor.
Good. Professor Fig indicated a certain urgency to you completing your defensive magic assignments. As such, you are to learn Incendio, the fire-making spell, handy for lighting torches, burning away spider webs, and, when necessary, defending against those who would wish to do us harm.
Sounds versatile.
Quite. But before we get started, I'd like you to complete a few tasks. You may be surprised by some of them. Astonishing how much students don't think their professors know. When you're finished, come and see me. Then we shall begin working on Incendio. You know where to find me once you've finished.
Win 2 rounds of crossed wands and complete a round of spell combination practice. Okay, so I have to do that side quest, so go to the bell tower. Because in the bell tower is where they do the cross wands, and I have to do 2 matches, which are honestly just as easy as dueling when we dueled Sebastian. Because that's all it is dueling, but every time you learn a new spell, they kind of throw it in the mix. Which means I could use Accio and Levioso. Okay, so level 1 locked. That's right, because we gotta go a different route to get there. Till we can get that door.
Accio.
Where'd that page just go?
Revelio.
Okay, I've already got that. Later on we'll do a side quest that will actually unlock that.
Pay particular attention to the street.
Revelio.
And where is this bad boy?
Lumos.
Trying to remember if there was anything. Oh, that's right.
Accio. Levioso.
I think it was Depulso. I need to learn that spell Depulso to use. I guess that was a secret passage. I can't remember.
Accio.
And we waited out for our first Crosswands match.
Can I help you?
Sebastian told me to see you about a club.
If Sebastian vouches for you, that's all I need to know. I coordinate duels for crossed wands. A dueling club of sorts. It's invitation only, so you must have really impressed Sebastian.
I'm flattered to hear that. Sebastian's not a bad duelist either.
Imagine it's quite something to see the two of you duel.
How does cross wands work exactly?
You show up, I match you with other duelists, and whoever is still standing in the end wins. It's our way of determining the school's greatest duelist once and for all. And to liven things up, the winner is awarded a prize. Interested?
Of course. Dueling's an entertaining pastime.
I agree. Besides, in crossed ones, you could duel with a partner if you like. Your first time I'll pair you with Sebastian. Next time, you'll need to bring a partner along, or duel alone. So, care to step into the ring?
Get me in the ring.
Spectacular! Let the fireworks begin!
He sounds like a little squeaker.
We'll
Kid.
make you regret signing up.
Levioso. Potato. Stupid.
Who shall I ring now?
Accio. Is that all you've got? Levioso. Accio.
What to do?
Too easy.
Nice work. Sebastian wasn't wrong about you. There's strong competition ahead, but keep this up and you could be the next school champion.
Brilliant. Count me in.
I shall. In fact, the second duel is ready when you are. And as a fully initiated member, you now have access to the official Crossed Wands training dummy. Very good way to master spell combinations. Come and see me, and I'll set it up. Again, congratulations on your first Crossed Wands victory. Well fought. Hope to see you back here again.
Okay, for those of you who do play, there's emblems right here that lead to 4 doors. So see how this door is locked? And it looks like it has the unicorn on it. Arresto momentum and stop the clock right there at the end on that unicorn logo will open that door completely, and there's 4 of them to lead me to complete that puzzle.
Next time you need a partner for Crossed Wands, don't hesitate to call on me.
door. And that door. And this door. Wait, is this one? Nope. Might as well upgrade my gear a little bit. That's all weaker gear, so I can take off the mask. Do I have the dueling gloves yet? No. Okay, I'll just leave those gloves on, honestly.
Hello, Lucan. May I use the training dummy?
Of course. I'll fetch it and give you a list of combinations to practice. Ready to have a try now?
That would be wonderful.
Be sure to cast all your spells before the dummy lands. If you need to stop practicing before you finish all of them, let me know. Excellent form.
Levioso.
Nicely done.
Levioso. Accio.
That's it. I'd say that's enough practice. You looked good out there.
Thank you, Lucan.
I say better to discover one's weaknesses during practice than during a duel. You'll be a fearsome challenger now.
I thought I already was a fearsome challenger. Haha.
Hello, Lucan. Is the next round of crossed wands all set?
Why, yes it is. I've got a great match lined up. Ready for another round?
Not at the moment.
Fine, but don't take too long making up your mind.
Can't remember if there's a way, because I never did last time. I always just went solo, so I guess I can't bring a
Hello,
partner on
Lucan.
this one.
Is the next round of crossed wands all set?
Why, yes it is. I've got a great match lined up. Ready for another round?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Brilliant. Are you dueling with a partner?
Yes, Natty.
Then let's get to it.
Ready to get thrashed?
Apologies in advance.
Levioso. Reparo. Stupid. Accio. Levioso. Stupid.
Don't shy away now.
Accio. Levioso. Accio.
Like a winner.
Levioso.
Perhaps one day I'll sign up for a round.
Bravo.
I gave it my all.
You did indeed. The other duelists have already taken notice of you. But after that last round, they'll really have it in for you. You'd better keep practicing if you want a chance at winning. Or at least surviving the next round. I'll let you know when we're ready. Hope to see you then. The next round is for all the gobstones, so to speak.
Okay.
Assignment's all finished.
Now, I have to travel back to the defense against the Dark Arts Tower. Actually, I'll just go to the classroom. Time to learn Incendio.
I trust Mr. Brattleby was able to accommodate...
I finished all of the tasks you gave me, Professor Hecat.
Glad to hear it. Then you should be ready to learn Incendio.
Should be, Professor.
Yes. I'm sorry to say, I visited enough careless colleagues at St. Mungo's to assure you that fire is a fickle servant. Your spellcasting has impressed me thus far, but please maintain focus. I would rather we not end today's lesson with your robes aflame. Let us begin. And remember, focus on the proper wand movement. Concentrate, and keep your wand steady. Good work. Feel free to practice in the classroom before you go.
Accio. Incendio. Levioso. Incendio.
Getting it. Keep at it. And do try not to incinerate yourself.
Levioso. Accio. Incendio.
Setting things ablaze is certainly cathartic, isn't it?
Okay, now we can do that quest.
Revelio.
Nope. I think I already checked that too. Haha. Wait and turn it from day to night. Oh, apparently it was later in the day. Haha.
Ah, there you are.
Hello, sir. You'll be pleased to know that I worked on my defensive magic with Professor Hecat.
So I hear. She tells me you've taken rather well to your new wand. You must continue to work with her and your other professors to improve your skills. That said, I don't wish to postpone our visit to the library any longer. So, shall we proceed?
Fig, I have work for you. Come.
Headmaster, I'm with a student and my schedule
Your schedule will wait indefinitely, as will your student. I would think that after all the trouble you caused me with Osric, you'd be eager to make amends. My office. 5 minutes.
That man is exasperating. Unfortunately, our trip to the restricted section will have to wait a bit longer.
But Professor...
We have no choice. It would be unwise to provoke our illustrious headmaster further. I shall find you when I've completed whatever toils I must endure.
That's right. Now we gotta go talk to Sebastian. I believe this is where we might find out about a secret room him and Ominous know.
Sebastian mentioned sneaking into the restricted section. Perhaps he'll have an idea. Sebastian, there you are.
I was hoping to see you. I was in the Three Broomsticks after the troll attack and saw what happened with Rookwood and Harlow.
Not many students have Victor Rookwood's attention. What was that all about?
Seems he's working with Ranrock, and Ranrock is after something I found at Gringotts.
Ranrock? And when were you at Gringotts?
Professor Fig and I ended up there after the dragon attack. It's quite the tale. Fig had this port key.
A port key? To Gringotts? I'm not sure I follow.
I barely follow myself, and I was there. Anyway, we ended up in an ancient vault where we found a map. That map leads to the restricted section.
You can't be serious.
Deadly serious. Professor Fig has insisted that I not tell a soul about any of this. I've probably said too much.
Understood. Your secret's safe with me. Whatever it is.
Thank you, Sebastian. You mentioned being clever enough not to get caught in the restricted section.
And I am. Meet me outside the library tonight, and tell no one.
What will happen if we're caught in the restricted section?
Detention, no doubt. But a word of caution or two will help. For one, avoid Peeves, the poltergeist. Aside from wanton destruction of property, he loves nothing more than telling on the likes of us.
How concerned should I be about the librarian?
Madam Scribner doesn't take kindly to clandestine activities taking place amongst her precious books. So do all that you can to avoid her.
She and I have had our entanglements, but I can hold my own against her. You may not be so lucky.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll meet you later.
This mission can get a little annoying. Last time I played, the delusionment spell doesn't exactly do a lot for you. Like, you're not entirely invisible.
See there? That's the door we need to reach. And those annoying prefects would love nothing more than to rat on us to Scribner, so don't let them see us. Understood?
I can be sneaky. Let's go.
Hold on now. There's a spell you should know. The Disillusionment Charm. Good for getting places you're not supposed to be. Cast it and you'll appear as little more than a trick of the light, just as long as you keep your distance and stay quiet.
You mean I'll actually be able to turn invisible?
Something like that. It's not as foolproof as a cloak, but those are expensive. And spells are free. Give it a try.
I'll be quieter than a jobberknoll. Someone's still here. Quick, behind the bookcase. Revelio.
Remember there was something else in here.
You told me the librarian would be gone by now.
I said usually, but it'll still be all right. Do you see her desk behind me?
The key is in the drawer of that desk. Now, here's what we're going to do. I'll create a distraction to draw her away. You focus on getting the key. I'll meet you outside of the restricted section.
You distract, I get the key. Understood.
I said I'd get you in, and I always keep my word. Trust me.
Is someone there? Is that you, Peeves? Good gracious, what a mess!
Revelio. That wasn't so difficult after all. Now to find that book. Revelio.
Ghost, don't let her see you. Should be in the clear now. No need of talking about.
So what is it you've been looking for?
I'm looking for a cure to help my twin sister, Anne, so that she can return to Hogwarts. Because Merlin knows everyone else has given up.
Why do you think you'll find a cure in the restricted section? Does the Hogwarts matron help Anne?
No, we've tried everyone from Nurse Blaney to St. Mungo's.
But I can research on my own. No need to concern yourself with that right now.
Revelio!
Focus on what you're after.
Which is what, precisely?
I'll know it when I see it.
You're being awfully cryptic.
Revelio. Revelio. Levioso. Accio. Revelio.
I remember right, there was another thing down here. These chests. That's right.
Who have we here? Sebastian Cello and his new little friend. Out exploring where they shouldn't be. Naughty, naughty. You'll get caughty.
Peeves,
don't
I'm
you...
going to tell. I'm going to tell. I'm going to tell.
Oh, blasted Peeves! I've got to stop him, or at least get to the librarian with a good excuse for all of this.
Wait, I don't want you getting into trouble for me.
I have a way with the faculty when it comes to disciplinary matters. Besides, I like having friends who are in my debt. Now go. Good luck in your search.
Now, where's that damned poltergeist got to?
I know just the spell to repair this. Reparo! Revelio. Of course, traces of ancient magic. There must be more to this one. That's it! Revelio. Where might this lead? Revelio.
Oh shoot, I forgot about that. I always hated these. Oh god, I wasn't even on that. Oh shit, way too quick. What the hell? Now it stays.
Revelio.
What a weird thing.
Not surprising. Guards at the ready. Accio. Levioso. Incendio. Revelio. Accio. Levioso.
The blue orbs you see me just pick up are part of the ancient magic, by the way.
Revelio.
Is that a chest? No, that is not.
Accio.
Nope, I can't remember if there was anything about that. Whoa.
Whoa.
I didn't think that would work. That was kind of wild.
This must be the way forward, but to where? Nearly there. Best keep my wits about me.
Whoa, what the hell?
Potato! Stupid! Incendio! It is a book after all.
Oh yeah, this book. This book kind of pensive. By the way, we find out who the little girl is later. I believe that's
You
her right
wanted
there.
to see me? Headmistress Fitzgerald, Professor Rackham.
Miss Isadora Morganach, welcome.
Professor Rookwood, Professor Bakar.
We understand that you are adjusting well to life at Hogwarts.
I am.
I am glad. Especially in light of your unusual situation, starting as a 5th year.
As it happens, I was also admitted to Hogwarts as a 5th year. I've never heard of another like us.
Miss Morganach, when we spoke yesterday after class, you asked about the beautiful swirls you saw years ago when we visited your hamlet.
I recognized you all immediately. I cannot thank you enough for what you did.
We were glad to help.
And yes, I did see swirls of magic everywhere that day. My father insists it was my imagination running wild, but it was certainly real to me.
It was not your imagination.
Percival, Professor Rackham can see them too. But we have never known of another who could.
I don't understand. What are they?
The whispers or traces that appear when a particular form of ancient magic is wielded.
Ancient magic?
Few are capable of wielding it. Hogwarts itself is a stronghold of ancient magic.
So if I can see traces of ancient magic, does that mean I can wield it too?
With the proper training.
But let us not get ahead of ourselves, Miss Morganach.
Before I can train you to wield such magic, you must first master all that Hogwarts has to offer.
A magic this powerful can do great harm in the wrong hands. It must be wielded by a select few. As such, we ask that you not speak to anyone about what we have discussed here today.
Honestly, it's a bit of a spoiler, but it was actually a big issue that they discussed that with her, because later on you'll find out she finds some abilities with this magic that ends up causing more harm than good.
Sebastian.
Sneaking in the restricted section again! I had thought we were through with this mischief. Clearly detentions are insufficient. I'm afraid I must take this to the headmaster.
But that being said, Peeves informs me that you didn't come alone tonight. If someone has coerced you, I would have you tell me. You're a bright boy. Don't waste this.
There was nobody else. I came alone.
Oh, Sebastian. What will your uncle say?
Fucking Peeves.
Revelio.
Right. It's over here somewhere. Aside from this.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I really should be included.
There's a chest back here, but I need Glacia to get to the chest.
Revelio.
And there is a book in here as well. Actually, while I'm in here, There it is. This portrait, I cannot remember his name, but there's a quest with him where he gets nagged. He's a portrait I was trying to find earlier in the 3 broomsticks. It's a very funny situation when you find him. Fix classroom. I am just going to fast travel. That way you don't have to deal with all the crap throughout the castle.
You cannot be serious. Goblins working with Rookwood? Makes no sense.
It is rather unorthodox, to say the least.
Unorthodox? It's inconceivable. It's... Ah, Fig. You have a visitor. I'll see what I can find out.
Sir, I was able to search the restricted section while you were with Professor Black. It was a book we were after.
What? That's... Wait. You accessed the restricted section? But how? Thinking on it, perhaps it's best you spare me the details.
Fair enough. In fact, the book was below the restricted section as it appeared on the map.
I want to hear everything. First, let's have a look. Oh dear. Some of these pages seem to be missing. It appears someone has got to the book before us.
Head to the Jackdaw mission.
I will need time to study what remains. Perhaps we can still salvage something useful, though it may take some time. I wonder why it was here, below Hogwarts.
I think I know, sir. I saw 2 more memories where I found the book.
Another pensive. Godric's heart.
The man we saw before, Percival Rackham, was a professor here. The first memory showed him and 3 other professors using ancient magic to restore a hamlet from a drought.
Miriam was right. And the second memory?
They were talking to a student who started as a 5th year, like I did. She could see traces of magic too.
Why those memories? Perhaps this book will explain. Now I'll have to take it with me to London. The headmaster has insisted that I speak directly to the minister about George's death.
What will you tell them about Mr. Osric's death?
I don't know how much I dare say. George tried to convince the ministry about Ranrock, but to no avail. My instinct is to follow the path we are on for the moment and keep the details to ourselves until we know more.
I understand. I'll see what I can learn about the missing pages while you're gone.
Good. Don't neglect your studies. Your wand work is improving by the day. But you'll want to pay attention in herbology and potions. There's more to magic than spellcasting.
Plenty to keep me occupied while you're gone.
You've done exceptionally well. I look forward to seeing all that you've accomplished when I return.
What about bees?
And don't neglect your friends. You may be surprised by how much you can learn from them as well.
I was gonna say, what about Beast class? Beast class is fun. complete assignments. That's right, there's a few more assignments we get to get more spells. Main story missions will carry out through the entire game. Side quests and relationship quests. That's every side quest, relationship quest you'll ever endure in the game. Same with these. Need 2 more of the Hogwarts ones. And then I gotta get more of the Highlands, but I gotta explore to get those. Hogsmeade, I need a couple more of the pages, and then the stuff flying around, and then the mirrors. Those, not the mirrors, those photos that use Lumos on, or the rest of those. That'll really move that challenge along. We have another wand apparently. Oh, that bronze leaf one. More enemies. That's right, I found the ornamental stands. More clothing. Legendary cape is badass. Hookish half-rim spectacles. Top of the class scarf. Ooh. Yes. And that was right, I found more Hogwarts stuff. I found the map. And the enchanted book. Study guide page. And then the notes. And then the armors we unlocked. God, those are hideous glasses. I am actually going to put on bats. Definitely taking these off. Definitely get rid of the hat. Actually, you know what? Just for the hell of it, that's what that one looks like. It's ugly in my opinion. We go to the map. We still need to discover a lot before I can show you those. So let's see what quest we have. So, Hogwarts map. Side quests. Oh, actually, it is in the grand staircase. Slytherin doesn't show up. Interesting. I need to be in the south wing for Gryffindor Common Room, that's right. But we can't do anything right now because, of course, the story is going to kind of load and continue.
Meet me in Lower Hogsfield as soon as possible. I would like to talk to you about Rookwood and Harlow, and it might be best to do so outside of the castle.
Professor Fig and Weasley have asked that I teach you an additional defensive spell. Please complete the assignments I have given you, and then proceed to see me in my classroom.
Yep, that's one of the new hamlets. Which is right here. Now we can move along. So Natty's mission, herbology, professors. Dodge rolling 10 times, and incendio on enemies. Let's go do another cross ones, honestly.
Future champion coming through.
Hello, Lucan. Is the final round of Cross Wands ready?
Big match today. It all comes down to this. The moment that we find out if your training and dedication is enough to win it all. Ready for a shot at glory?
I certainly am.
Brilliant. Are you dealing with a partner?
Yes, Natty.
Then let's get started.
We can make this a real victory.
That's the spirit.
4 on 2. Too easy.
Protego! Stupid! Accio! Incendio! Stupid!
Is that all you've got?
Accio! Incendio! Stupid!
Act like a winner.
Levioso! Incendio! Stupid! There goes my wager. Incendio! Protego!
Pity more people can't watch the duels.
I'm just pleased to have done as well as I did.
And we're pleased to have such a gracious champion. Now, to the victor goes the prize! And so it is my great honor to present you with this simple yet elegant token of supreme dueling accomplishment.
I think it's gloves.
Thank you. It's been an honor.
You earned it. You are a duelist to be reckoned with. Now that we've definitively crowned the tournament winner, I suppose I should get back to my schoolwork. Wonder how my herbology plants are doing. I haven't tended them in ages.
They're probably dead. Yep, Crosswan's champion guard.
Shame it's over. I was just getting started.
Lost to a new student? I didn't see that coming.
You can't be beat, can you?
The best duelist won, I suppose.
Hello, Lucan. I'd like to practice with the training dummy.
Excellent idea. This time will be a bit more of a challenge. Ready?
That'd be brilliant.
Wonderful. I'll set things up. Remember to cast all the spell combinations before the dummy lands again. If you need to stop practicing before you finish all of them, let me know.
Accio! Incendio! Levioso!
Excellent form!
Accio! Incendio!
Nicely done!
Accio! Incendio! Levioso! Accio!
Next time, perhaps!
Incendio! Levioso! Accio! Incendio!
Good one!
Those don't charge fast enough for that one.
Impressive wand work. I'd hate to face you in a duel.
Thanks, Lucan. You've been a great help.
Oh, stop. Don't make me blush. Seriously, well done. Training dummies will think twice before challenging you again. Even though you won the tournament already, I'm glad to see you haven't stopped training. Stay sharp, my friend.
Okay. Trying to remember. I think this is one that you get from an assignment. These two are assignments, if I'm right. I think it's Spelliarmus or Bombarda's one. You get Confringo along with the other four from Sebastian. Wingardium Leviosa is a class. I think Defendo or Bombarda is a class. I know some of these are assignments. I can't remember though. I know this one's a class. No, that one's an assignment. With the flying teacher, I think. Bombarda is as well, that's right. I'm just trying to remember how you acquire all these. Now down here, I've acquired all these but one. Because there's your basic casts. Revelio I have Protego, I have Stupefy, my Ancient Magic Throw, and then my normal Ancient Magic. I still don't get a Lohomora, and Petrificus Totalis. time to prove your dueling metal. Time to prove your dueling metal and see if we've a new school champion. Meet me at the usual place for the final round of crossed wands. Also, training dummy is still available. Yep, done and done. So I gotta dodge. I'll probably do that on the way out to this one, honestly, but let me first go to herbology, then I'll do this one. Central Hall because it'll take me right out to it. I know there's some stuff out in the herbology classroom that is pages. So I go down through this door. Down to the herbology area.
Revelio.
That's right, there is this tree. It's right here. Gotta get the welcome ward, unlock these, I believe. Ditney leaves.
Revelio.
I guess it's slightly cheating. Kidding, no it's not. But you can venture throughout the greenhouses. And actually obtain plant stuff like this right here.
Revelio.
Can't obtain stuff from him, but like there is plants like the mallow sweet leaves right there that you can obtain through this class.
There you are. The crossed wands duelist to beat.
But like there is stuff that you can take advantage of with the herbology class. Like every so often I would come down here and check it out.
Revelio.
Because there's resources for potions and stuff like that that you can actually acquire down here. Quick, I'm gonna go up here.
Revelio.
And collect a few more things. That's right, there's even another upper level that was crossed.
Revelio.
It's right here. Dittany, I believe. Nope, Fluxweed. Alright. Now that we've got everything we can gather in here, let's go start our class, shall we?
Good morning, Professor Garlick.
How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden.
Sebastian's like, oh, look at this pretty boy.
How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacular than the bouncing bowl. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root.
Yeah, we gotta fuck with mandrakes.
Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears. Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug.
Too bad they don't have the earmuffs, like in the movie when Neville fainted.
The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone! Now, for our next task, we'll be planting Dittany at our potting tables. You can all get started. I need to have a brief...
I wonder if hippogriffs like knotgrass.
Did you know that you can use the mandrake to defend yourself? Why, the very idea.
I should think Professor Garlick would be more careful with her mandrakes.
The best time to plant a seed is last season. The second best time is now.
I do wonder about Professor Fig. He's hardly ever in his classroom. Most strange.
Yes, Professor.
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
Actually, I enjoyed it. I couldn't help but catch your enthusiasm.
How kind of you. It seems you're already taking to herbology like a mandrake to fresh soil. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting Dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful! A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
But I already have Dittany
How
leaves.
to balance my star thistle arrangement.
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class. Well done! Once it can be harvested, your Dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
What should I be doing right now?
I'd like you to get some hands-on experience with the Chinese chomping cabbages. They're in the greenhouse, just across the footbridge. Mr. Pruitt will assist you with them.
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing you the Chinese chomping cabbages. Up these stairs will take us there, but your lead. Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian! And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant.
Oh. Well, thank you.
I nearly put Sebastian in his place myself. I mean, I would have, if Hecate hadn't stopped me.
Didn't she stop that dragon skull from crushing you?
Typical Slytherin trick, dropping a dragon skull on someone during a fight. WiKKiD. Here we are, home of the Chinese chomping cabbage. Go on. Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest.
Okay, on the bottom right there, you're going to see 3 icons. The far right is your broom, and then the top one is a hippogriff, and then the far bottom left is a graphorn. You won't be able to unlock those until later. The graphorn is actually really close to the end of the... Not really close, but a little bit towards the end. And for some of you, you probably know that you can get with... Well, you can't get it anymore, but when you could pre-order this game for PC, you would get the Onyx, which is the rarest mount.
Look at that! They'll chomp on anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba-tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that just have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but... Well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
I suppose they could prove useful outside of the greenhouse. Nothing wrong with a bit of backup, even if it is from a cabbage.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
Revelio.
Yes.
with that helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragonhide gloves, I shall end our lesson here. Terribly sorry, Mr. Clopton.
Kind of. Never mind. I was like, where's Mr. Clopton? I want to find out what happened to the poor dude. Not.
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Huh. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
But those mandrakes are really relishing their new pots. Only cost me my damned hearing.
To make anything grow, we must first understand...
Revelio.
...both for plants as well as friendships. Kindness and concern are as necessary in the greenhouse as in the Great Hall.
What are you up to now?
Challenges, yada yada. I know it's gonna be the pages. There's gonna be 2 for the herbology class. Wait. 6 left in Hogsmeade. Dittany, fluxweed, and knotgrass. And the letter. And then, I believe it was the junk scarf. Yeah, that all junk. That's right, I already got that. Got to do this, potions, and this. Oh, that's right. Expelliarmus is what I get. There you go. There's Expelliarmus. Actually, really quick. Let's go to Hogsmeade. I'm going to travel to Hogsmeade really fast to sell some clothing because I want to buy a couple things for in the future when I get the Room of Requirement. Because they're going to serve me in the long run. That is something I should let you know. There's a few videos I've seen throughout YouTube that give you a lot of good pointers about this game. One of those being often check and sell your gear, check your challenges, your outpost, all that. If you hit a point in the game which I never did on the last playthrough. But if you ever run into a point where you cannot find anything to do, sometimes outposts don't read out. Check those because missions do appear through here sometimes. But visit Hogsmeade quite often. And visit, like, this guy. There is a quest down the road that will unlock a shop right here, I believe it is. Yeah, there's a shop right here that you can unlock that you can actually own. And it's very useful because you can sell through it instead of other stores with a house elf named Penny, who actually gets you some pretty good deals on stuff. You get a pretty good chunk of money from her.
Before you ask, I'm all out of the new socks, so if your feet are smell, work it out for yourself.
So, all my red
If I haven't said it before, it's a pleasure
which is
doing
all of
business with
this. Sell. And then, honestly, I'm not going to really go crazy on the gear because it's a little early for me. Instead,
I
I'm
suspect
going
you
to
have a
waste...
sharp eye for fashion.
Just kidding.
Be sure to stop by whenever
I want
you're
to get
about.
my money
Revelio.
in a different way. Oh, no, rephrase that. I'm going to sell that stuff to get something else and waste my money differently. Scroll, yeah, it's this one. There's a few things I'm going to buy which will benefit me now that I found from the last gameplay I did. It didn't benefit me as well because I didn't take advantage of it like I should have. There are some things in this game that you're going to want to acquire.
Hello
You
there.
may
Come
feel
on in.
like they might be
Plenty to
useless
look at here.
at some
Revelio.
point. Some people might see them useless, but it is all techniques. I forgot. That's the book you use to get that staircase. There is this up here.
Revelio. Accio.
Nope. Where'd it go? Where'd it go?
Revelio. Accio.
That's right. I go back here. There's also a demiguise right here.
Revelio.
And then there's a chest outside. But I need to talk to him. There's a few things I need to acquire from him. I will get this a little bit later, even though this is a must. I never did get these, so I don't really know much about them. don't have enough for it. I need to get this one, the table of 5.
A pleasure doing business with you. Let me know if there's anything else I can do.
Because I know if I change that out, I'll be able to sell this one. Which Indo will give me money, but it's still not enough to get the 5. So I'm honestly just gonna grab the feeder.
Nothing like finding just the right thing, is there?
You will later have to actually buy the potting table with large. So I'm just gonna buy it now.
Nothing like finding just the right thing, is there?
But the reason I'm getting the 5 is because I learned going around to the shops, you can waste money spending 100 for one, and then it ends up becoming 200 because most vendors out along the map throughout the hamlets give you the mallow sweet. Grow your own mallow sweet, because the more of it you have, the better. That way you can do the Merlin trials. You're gonna want those Merlin trials. And it's next to impossible, not really impossible, but it's really rare you run into mallow sweet in the wild. Vendors are really the only way I was able to obtain it. And I realized, no, I probably should grow mallow sweet in my room of requirement. And it also depends on how your gameplay style is, like how you play. I never used the potions. There is a few assignments where you have to use... Let me think. Yeah, there's a couple assignments. I think one's herbology. And then there's another one, I can't remember if it was spells or charms, where the teacher asks you to use Mandrake and the Venomous Tacticula against enemies. Use them simultaneously, one after the other. And there's a couple assignments like that. So you will need those as well. It's easier just to stock up on those through the vendors than actually grow them yourself. But it also depends on if you use them in combat. I've never used them in combat.
Let me know if there's anything else I can do to
other than when I needed them. I've never used them in combat. Unless I absolutely had to for a quest / assignment. Otherwise, I just roughed it out with spells. Alright, I'm gonna go attend my potions class now, and then I will go do that quest with Natty. Because that quest with Natty I can take advantage of to get the other assignment done to get Expelliarmus. And another thing, with all these spells that you will acquire later, whenever you get out and around and you run into enemies, there's dueling feats. I'll try to show you how to do most of those dueling feats. Some of them are harder than others.
Revelio.
But I will try to help you learn the dueling feats so that you can accomplish them, because they are actually kind of fun. And there's a challenge. They have a challenge, which I cannot show you yet. Unless I put in my other account. But in combat, you'll get all the different types of a couple of different enemies like trolls, dark wizards, infamous foes. I can't think of some of the other ones. I can't. I think spiders. I think the dark mongrels is one of them. I think it's called the Dugbog. But there's a different there's a list full of enemies that you'll face, and there's combat challenges to defeat so many of them. Doing that, there's also the one where I think it's I believe it's exploration, but I'm pretty sure it's combat where it's combat. One of them in the bottom is dueling feats. Actually, you know what? Let me go show you these challenges so you can get an idea of what you'll be up against later. Because I'm not to that point on this file, but I can show you those on my other file real quick. This will give you an idea of what you'll be up against. To kind of give you an idea of what the challenges consist of, because I suggest completing them because you get a lot of rewards from them. Clothing, 100% completion, stuff like that. So combat, dark wizards, like I was saying, you have to defeat dark wizards. I can't show you how many because I already completed, but I believe it was like 3, 5, 10, 12 or 20, and then 40 or something like that. I can't remember. Dugbogs, goblins, Inferni, which is pretty much an undead. Infamous foes. There is a little catch to this one. I'll show you that real quick. I had this listed 100%. No, I had the infamous foes at 100%. But there was one infamous foe that I did not get. And it was still at 100%. He is right here. Grodbrick. He is not in the story, so you will not run into him throughout the storyline. You have to find him. Out here at the coastal mine. He will be inside this mine. There's no quests, no side quests, no story quests, nothing at all that will lead you to him. You'll have to travel there on your own and do it to get him. You will get 100% on that challenge regardless of getting him. So honestly, the way I see it, he is kind of optional to get. But if you were like me and wanted to have all of the enemies, he is one of them that you actually have to go out and find. while the others you can actually acquire through the story. And on that note, the shop I mentioned that you can own in Hogsmeade, there's a really annoying quest with a little story to it that you have to do, and you will face, I can't remember the guy's name, it's a really weird name, but you will face mannequins and a beast that he makes. Where's that beast? Right here. Fastidio's monster. It's a rather violent combination of crates, barrels, and bits of furniture conjured up for fun by Fastidio the Poltergeist. When you do that side quest, you'll get stuck down in this chest. The lady, so there's Penny and this lady. They're both up, mainly her, but Penny, I guess, kind of has to play along because it's her master, and she kind of gets stuck in it. But this lady is trying to sell this store, and she's kind of scamming people. Well, no, she is scamming people by having them go down this chest to return her husband's. I guess Fastidio was her husband or something like that, but she wants his last bit of belongings or something in that chest brought back to her. And that's where the scam comes in, because all the recent people who own this shop, who she sold it to, never made it out of that chest because it's a giant puzzle thing that this Fastidio, however you say his name, puts you through a bunch of bullcrap. When you get to that quest, it's an interesting, fun one. But you'll face mannequins and this guy's beast down there. And it is a very, very interesting and annoying quest, but it's fun. It's a puzzle of its own. There's also a side quest, or is it a trial? I think it's one of the trials that you'll learn about later that you have to do. You end up going into a book and kind of remodeling the story of the Deathly Hallows. And in there you'll meet Death's Shadow, Death's Troll, Death's Dark Mongrel, and I want to say one more creature. Where is it? Maybe not. Maybe it's not in here, but... Wait, no, it is Death's Shadow. There is one that you'll never face, and it's Death. He's this huge skeleton. He's fucking badass looking. That's another fun quest that you'll get to meet. Well, it's another quest that you'll get to go along later in the game. But anyways, infamous foes, You can get these up to 100 and have one enemy spot. Well, you can complete the game. Pretty much. All the story, all the side quests, all the infamous foes. This will be at 100%. And the enemies list will be missing one enemy. And it's that one a goblin that I just showed you and where he's at. That's how to get him. And get all of the enemies if you really want to. Let me see that. There's spiders that you gotta defeat. Trolls, I think it's like 5, 15, and 30 or something like that. Mongrels, they're stupid easy to fight. You can one-shot them with Confringo practically. And then dueling feats. These are the dueling feat ones. I know when you get down to here it's like 20 and then 40 or something like that, but there's a lot of them and they get annoying. It's easier to knock this one out by every time that you end up in a duel or a fight and you see the dueling feats in the bottom right. Try to accomplish them to get this done faster so you're not doing what I did and going through challenges towards the end of the game when you're running out of, when you have no quests left and you're just kind of running around to collect everything. This is the best way to do this way, is to do it throughout the story, or else you're just going to be in the long run and it's just going to suck. In a little bit when we do Natty's mission, I will show you how those will appear, and I'll even try to help you learn those if you want to play the game and figure out those dueling feats for yourself. Some of them I couldn't accomplish, others are super easy. You can also find out how to complete them on Google, but I will do my best to help you so that you can figure them out for yourself. Quest is straightforward. All the assignments that you'll learn, all the main quests, and all the side quests. Exploration, all the ancient magic traces, every single one of them on the map you will be able to do to accomplish this. And doing that, getting all of them, if you look in the bottom left corner, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the blue, you will fill that to 5. Getting all of those done will give you 5 ancient magic meter marks. Popping the balloons, you'll run into those when you get broom flight. There's a bunch of sets of 5 balloons around the map that you can run into. Getting them all will give you unique brooms. There's some really cool brooms. I don't have them all. Landing platforms do not appear on the map. You have to actually fly around, use Revelio on your broom to actually locate and find them, or you can find them on Google. Merlin trials, honestly, you don't have to do all of them. There's only a certain amount. See, oh, actually you can, I see, never mind, I lied. I just found this out. Defeat 10, defeat 20, defeat 40, 70, and 100 Dark Wizards. I just started reading that at the top of that right there. 5 Dug Bogs, 10 Dug Bogs, 20 Dug Bogs. 30, 60, 100, 10, 20, 36, 3, 6, 12. Technically there are 13 infamous foes total, but you only need to defeat 12 of those 13 to accomplish this. The 13th one is that goblin. I think his name is Godbrig. I'll go back and show you him. Spiders, You have to defeat 10, 20, 40, 70, then 100 trolls, 5, 10, 15, 10, 20, 30 mongrels, and then the dueling feats. 5 dueling feats, 10, 20, 32, 42. There's 2 assignments, 4 assignments, and 6. So there will be 12 assignments in total that we will run into to unlock spells. For a total of quests 2, 4, 6, 8, and then 14. Side quests and relationship quests, there's 3, 6, 10, 18, then 32. There's actually a lot of those. Exploration. Collect all traces from 2 ancient magic, 6, and then 12. Pop the balloons, 2, 5, 10, then 15 sets. Landing platforms get 2, 4, 6, and then 8. Merlin Trials, 2, 6, 10, 14, and then 20. There's more than all of this. You can get this to 100, and there will still be Merlin Trials throughout the map. Like I can show you here, I've done all of them for most of the map, but there's still Merlin Trials out there that you don't even need to bother. You don't need to do all of them on the map, just enough to complete the challenge, because there's one here, there's another one down here, another one here. Like you can see, there's still Merlin Trials that I have to do around the map. So there's not all of them you need to do, just the amount the challenge requires. And yes, by the way, down the road there will be you can travel here through the cave earlier on, but there is a quest you will run into that takes you to Phoenix Mountain Cave. This is where you will find the only phoenix in the entire game. There's only one. But like I was saying, Merlin Trials, you don't need to complete all of them. Just just the amount needed to get the challenge done, unless you really want 100% all the Merlin Trials. I don't know. I think there might be a trophy you can earn from doing them all, but the ancient magic trace, all of them on the map will need to be completed. All of the, you can't see it on here because I have them all done. But there's astronomy tables that'll appear on the map as well. 5, 5, and 5. So you have to do them in sets of 5. So that means there's 15 tables total throughout the entire map. Hogwarts secrets. These are the puzzles throughout the castle. Those being on the viaduct bridge, which is this bridge right here. The viaduct courtyard will take you out to this bridge. There is a puzzle on the bridge that'll get you kind of inside and beneath it to a chest. In the south wing, I believe it is... No, take that back. It is in the grate. It is in the grand staircase at the very tip top. Above the trophy room. All the way up here. Is the headmaster's office. And there is a door up in there. You have to have a Lohomore at level 3 to get through this, to get up in here a ways. And there's a door. You have to have a Lohomore 3 to get. There's a book up there that you can get. The Book of Admittance and the Quill of Acceptance. You'll get the key of the key of admittance. That's what it is. You'll get the key of admittance all the way at the tip top above the headmaster's office, and that'll let you into that door. The bells is an accomplishment, but the clock tower, those 4 doors, is another puzzle. So the viaduct bridge, those 4 doors in the clock tower, the headmaster's office, and I think there might be a few more of them laying around besides those, but those are the ones I believe that will give you these. But like, these will not appear on the map as an icon. You have to actually find them yourself to get them. They won't appear as an icon on the map where you can just fast travel and then locate them, set a waypoint and go to them to get them. You actually have to dig and find those. Balloons are the same thing. They're just kind of around the map. You just gotta find them and pop them all with your broom. Ancient magic traces will actually appear on the map. Same with the infamous foes. They will appear on the map where they are at. But they don't just appear normally. You actually have to kind of find them through the Revelio for them to actually show up later as an icon. Field guide pages. The Highlands, they will actually appear. Practically all of them will appear as an icon on the map, so you can actually find them. You don't have to go digging around like with Hogwarts and Hogsmeade and just have to guess where they are and just keep spamming Revelio. They actually appear on the map. If you look, see how in the description at the top right, how it says collection chest, field guide pages, you see that little emblem? That emblem right there? They will appear like that throughout the entire map. Like, there will be one up in here somewhere. There's a couple up over in here. throughout the entire map, they'll appear, and you can just fast travel, set a waypoint to them, go down there, use Revelio, and find them. Some of them, I don't believe all of them do appear though, like there's all the Hogsmeade ones, there's all the Hogwarts. Here they are, Highlands. There's spider parts, like all of these will actually appear. I don't want to be wrong about this, but I don't think all of them do, but like practically all of them do. I completed them all from just going along the map, finding the little icon, fast traveling close to it, and then setting it as a waypoint, and then just flying on my broom to it to go find them. So these, honestly, you don't have to do a whole lot of searching for these, like all these other ones. And if you look, I've got a lot of them on Hogwarts, but not all of them. There's still some of them that I haven't found for Hogwarts. Hogsmeade, I have them all. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 I still need to find on the other file we're working on right now. Brood and Peck is one of them that I don't have yet on the other file. Bentwitch's Sporting Needs. When you unlock the broom, you will unlock this one. Scrivenshaft's Cats. I will find that one later on my other file. Hengist of Woodcroft, we already found on the other file. Abandoned Shop. That's another one that I don't have yet because I haven't gone up that far into Hogsmeade. Dogweed and Deathcap Tree. That's another one I don't have on the other file yet. I think those are the 6. Oh, and the private room, because I don't have a Alohomora to get up in there. So the private room, broomsticks, 3 broomsticks private room. It's the very, very top room in the 3 broomsticks. You have to have a Alohomora at a certain level to unlock that room to actually get this one. And then on the map, the abandoned shop will be here. Dogweed and Deathcap, and there's a tree inside Dogweed and Deathcap. There's one inside Brood and Peck, but we can't get in there yet because we don't have beasts. Steepley and Sons, I think might have one. I gotta go look at them again. Hogsmeade Square. Broomsticks. There's the shop. Mine's called Vesters and Venom, but you can actually name it different names. So it's not this building here, it is this building right here is where you can own your own shop. And then Bentwitches, you will be able to go there later on after you get a broom. So the ones I don't have on my other file that we will be able to find for you guys later, and I'll show you where they are, is the private room, the tree in Dogweed and Deathcap. Again, Dogweed and Deathcap is up here. There's a tree inside the shop. That is one of them. Three, the abandoned shop, which is right here. The Old Fool. The abandoned old building in Hogsmeade, that is the abandoned shop one. I can actually go get that one in Hogsmeade on my other file right now. I just need to go up there to that. Scrivenshaft cats. I've got to remember where the Scrivenshaft's quill shop is to find these. I mean, to find this one. And I'll show you where that one is. I believe on my other file I can't access that shop because I don't have a little more to get into because it's a locked shop. Spint Witches is 5. And number 6 is Brood and Peck. I can't get in Brood and Peck on the other one yet because I need a little more to unlock the shop. But once you walk in the shop, there's a Niffler off to the right. Right there where the Niffler is where that one will be. So that's the 6 on Hogsmeade on the other file I do not have. Anyways, Phil's guide pages, 2 Hogsmeade. I mean, Hogsmeade, you just gotta find all the pages, all the Lumos pictures, and all the floating pages around to get this one. Honestly, the floating pages, the Lumos frames, and just a good majority of the Hogsmeade photos, I mean the pages I just showed you, will give you 100%. You don't need all of them. Just getting them all is just the extra effort. Same with Hogwarts. I have all of Hogwarts done because of the pages, the Lumos statues. Later on, because now we have it, you will be able to see the statues with Confringo and what's the spell I just unlocked recently? Incendio. Those spells are useful to unlock some of these. And then the field guide pages in the Highlands, the only way to get those is all the emblems throughout the map. When we get far enough, you will see those later. I'll show those later when they actually start to pop up, when we actually are able to go adventure outside the castle more. We'll do that later when we actually do get our broom. And then Room of Requirement. Breed 10 unique beasts. I believe you don't need to breed every single beast to get this one, but I breeded every beast possible. Rescue beasts. You have to rescue 10, 20, then 30. This is easy. Honestly, you don't even need to have this one done to have this one done. You can go to, the way I did this one, I just went around the Forbidden Forest and Ford's Bog on the map. So let's go back to the world map. I went up to the giant purple toad dens, and Mooncalf Den, Puffskein Den, and a Neasler Den. Just kind of go through those dens, and I just grabbed every single beast in that den. I just captured them all. And that completed that. And then after you actually do that, you can go to Brood and Peck and sell them for 120 per beast and get easy money just capturing beasts that way. So that's how to do those that challenge. And then the last one, upgrade your gear. 5, 10, 15. To upgrade your gear, there is the 2 things in the room of requirement. I can go show you those real quick actually. Later on in the game, we will find these 2 rooms. The room of requirement and the map chamber. The map chamber we'll find later in the game. That's when you find out about the keepers and the trials that you'll actually get to do. I'm going to take you into my room of requirement.
Where did you go?
Deke thinks you've made marvelous improvements here.
Here's my room of requirement. The identifying table, I can't remember what the name of this table is, and then the loom. You use the loom, and you can upgrade traits, and actual upgrades. The upgrades themselves will upgrade your offense. It goes 6, 18, and 36. And then the traits, there's multiple style traits. There's a lot of them. I don't have them all. But that's what your loom is for. Now, to use the loom, you also need to have your vivarium beasts. Because your vivarium beasts give you special stuff. Mooncalf fur, unicorn hair, phoenix feathers, thestral hairs, fooper feathers, toadwarts, niffler fur, graphorn horn, jobberknoll feather, hippogriff feathers, deercall feathers, neasel fur, and puffskein fur all can be acquired through the beast in your vivarium in the room of requirement. Everything else that you see down here is plants and beasts and stuff that you'll find out in nature. Moonstone, you can find like crazy in the nature. There is a thing you can buy to get more moonstone in the room of requirement. Save your time. Just go ham on the moonstone out in the wild. Upgrading your gear, you get some pretty good rewards. All these give you pretty good stuff. But these are easy. kind of like, I might as well grab these even though I'm not going to need them anymore. There's all the Malice Suite, which is for Merlin Trials. The large table you're going to need because there is a quest. I believe it's one of the assignments requires that you have a large planter to grow knot grass, or was it shrivel fig? I think it was fluxweed. Yeah, it's fluxweed. You have to grow a fluxweed plant, and the only way to do it, you have to have the large planter to get one. So that's why I have the large planter. So the large planter, the 5, is really all you need for planters. And then the potion station, if you want to brew all your different potions. Literally, that's really all you need in the room of requirement, and then your beasts. I'll show you some of my beasts to show you something with them. Like I said, every single beast I have mated. I have a male and a female Niffler, and the Niffler offspring. I have a male, female, and an offspring Puffskein. Same with the moon calf and the unicorn. Now, there is a mission where you actually find a couple of these beasts that are unique because they're named. Like Hazel is from a quest. Got Hazel from a quest. The male unicorn took me forever to get. It is one of the harder unicorns because it's almost always you only find the females in the den, and there's only one that'll appear in the den always. Another thing you're going to want to buy is the breeding den, I think is what it's called. Yeah, breeding pen is one of the things you're going to want to buy if you want to breed beasts. And then here's your feeder, and here's the toy box. The feeder is a must because it makes taking care of your beasts almost effortless, because all you got to do is go around and brush them. That feeder will take care of the rest to collect everything you need. And you want the beasts because that's the only way you can upgrade your traits and your gear on the loom. Like, let me show you something here. This one needs a 1 puff skin. Different ones require different material. But when you upgrade your gear, with upgrade, all of mine are fully upgraded, but all of the bigger stuff, the Hippogriff, the Phoenix, all will give you stuff that you will absolutely need to upgrade your gear. I mean, that's not a whole lot right now because we're too early in the game to be able to do that stuff, but when we get to that point, that kind of information I just gave you is very, very helpful. It's honestly going to be a lifesaver for you guys in the long run when you do the beasts. The beasts are useful for... the only purpose I see the beast in the vivarium for is upgrading your gear. Now, I can't tell you what the best gear is because I have found the best gear I can right now, but I feel like later on, since I'm at level 40 the max, I feel like if I mess around on that profile a little more, I'll be able to actually find even better gear than what I already have. But let's get back to our game here. And attend potions class. I'm actually going to take advantage of this while I'm in here because I can't get into his office later without Alohomora. And during this potions class or another one, you will have to get some stuff from his office that you can later get from your own beasts.
Revelio.
I remember there was Professor Sharp's R badge.
Revelio.
I think there was one more thing in this class. Nope. Okay, so we will start our first potions class. Actually, I believe there's one other room in here. Nope. But right now is the only time we have access to his office. I believe a little after this quest, a lock appears on that door, and the only way in is through Alohomora.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wiggenweld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wiggenweld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Point for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wiggenweld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin. Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous. I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, You'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippins, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time round.
My pet, Professor Sharp must have learned a lot during his time as an Auror. I wish he talked about it more.
I was impressed that you were able to answer Professor Sharp's question about the Wiggenweld potion.
Oh, you're the new student. I've heard much about you. Thank you. I'm Amit, by the way. Pleasure, truly. And I've never seen anyone brew such a flawless Wiggenweld potion on their first try. Well done.
I'm glad I was able to get it right the first time.
You must simply have a knack for potion making. Some students seem so confounded by potion recipes, it's as if they're written in gobbledygook. A fascinating language, by the way. Neither here nor there, really, but I am a self-taught speaker. Merlin's beard, good conversation is the enemy of free time. I must return my book, Gateway to the Far Stars, before my next class. Speaking of stars, we'll be in astronomy together. You'll love it. Professor Shaw is firm, but quite clever. See you soon, no doubt.
That conversation just kind of gave away some details. You actually learn about the astronomy tables from him.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
He did say that. He wants me to get more ingredients to brew another potion.
Brilliant! You, my friend, have been presented with an extraordinary opportunity. You remember me, don't you? Gareth Weasley.
Ah, yes. We met in the common room.
Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
I'll get you the Fwooper feather, as long as you're certain Sharp won't miss it.
I assure you he won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Wait until you see what I'm brewing. Hurry back to me when you have the feather.
A well-prepared ritual. Potion should not be that color, Dowell.
Here's the Fwooper feather you wanted.
Brilliant! Thank you! This is going to take a moment to brew. You should get back to brewing your Edurus potion, and I'll tell you when this concoction's finished.
Proficiency in potions are two things that cannot be rushed. Have patience and be thorough.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and... That's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed to... Ah! Get it! Dragon's Done! What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
My Wiggenweld potion's utter rubbish. Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again. Mr. Weasley did not do this on his own. His accomplice will answer to me as well.
Professor Sharp said that Wiggenweld potion can treat injuries. Hope I never need it.
Don't fret if you run out of ingredients. I simply grow most of what I need.
I literally don't know how to explain how I got stuck.
Wasn't expecting that literally to blow up in my face. It was rather brilliant, though. I'd better clean up. You should finish brewing your potion if you haven't already.
Right, time to get in some trouble.
I brewed an Adura's potion as you asked, Professor.
I'm surprised you had the time. You seemed rather busy helping Mr. Weasley brew chaos.
I'm sorry, Professor. I was merely trying to help a friend.
Taking responsibility for one's actions does go a long way with me. I shall assume that you've learnt a lesson. As for the work you did today at your own cauldron, I will say you've done well. I confess I was skeptical, given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all. I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
I guess we lost some points due to this guy.
That was an interesting class.
Thanks to you. Wasn't precisely what I had in mind, but it was still brilliant. I appreciate your help. I hope Sharp wasn't too disagreeable when you handed in your potion. Heard him talking about taking responsibility.
Professor Sharp was annoyed, but we sorted it out. No harm.
Cheers to that. He probably had a good chuckle after we left. Sharp may seem gruff, but I'd bet a few galleons he blew up a potion or two in his day. Best be off. Next time we talk, I promise, fewer explosions.
Honestly, there's only one other quest I recall with Gareth. And it involves that one-eyed witch that goes into the basement of Honeydukes? Yeah. You go into the basement of Honeydukes through that secret passage. And that's how you find out about the secret passage into Hogsmeade.
There were doxy eggs as well.
It's from Gareth.
Accio!
But trolls have no business in Hogsmeade.
Revelio.
Actually, that's where we're at. If I remember right. Oh, it's in a different hall. There's a statue over in here somewhere. It's right there, I see it. Actually, there's one down, something down here too.
Revelio.
Oh, I have to have a little more to get to that one. Anyways.
I really have made a mess of things.
Incendio.
Now you can see how that spell, and Confringo, you will probably see later when I unlock that. Those statues, the Lumo statues, there's those statues kind of similar to those ones I just did, up on a wall that Confringo is used with.
It's a relief to finally have an answer as to why that portrait was empty.
Swim. Swim. I'm a dork, I know. Okay. Inventory. There's a letter. Which didn't mark. And then plants or something that we got. And then these, in order to actually officially unlock them, you have to find them. But some of them, like the fluxweed, you have to buy the actual seed from the guy up in Hogsmeade. But like Dungbog tongues, obvious. You kill a Dugbog, he'll drop a Dugbog tongue. Horklump juice you'll find around. You'll find the Horklump plant. You hit square or you activate your little button, and you'll pick those. Not grass, you have to buy the seeds. Leech juice you'll find around beaches. You'll find little leeches that you can pick up. Mallowsweet I bought. Moonstone you'll find everywhere in nature. Shrivel fig, I had to buy the seeds. You can find them in nature, but buy the seeds. Spider fang, obviously from a spider. Stench of death you get from Inferni. When you kill an Inferni, they drop stench of death. Troll bogies from a troll. Mongrel fur from the dark mongrels. And that's all 16 ingredients. These are easy to get all of them, honestly. It's not a challenge to get all 16 of these. This is probably one of the easiest collections to fill, along with the beasts. This one as well, it's all the potions and the things. So everything in this menu here, your Venomous Tentacula, your Endurus, Maxima, Focus, Thunder Brew, Invisibility Potion, your Mandrake, your Chinese Chomping Cabbage, and your Venomous Tentacula, all right here. Everything you unlock in this wheel, minus the mounts on the right side here, but all of these right here that you have, once you obtain them all, you will fill up the tools collection. I have yet to fill the brooms and the wands on my other profile, but I have all the ingredients, all the beasts, all the outfits, all the enemies, almost all the Revelio pages, and the conjurations. That's gonna be that. These two, this one and this one, are the hardest to fill. The wands I'm still working on. The brooms, I know where they all are. I just need to go get the last couple of them on my other file. But the collections, honestly, there's not a whole lot to fill in them. You don't get an achievement, probably a trophy, but other than that, they're just, yeah. Defeating all of the challenges and all of the quests will give you every outfit. So this one, once you hit 100%, or just shy of 100%, honestly, all the challenges, the quests, side quests, will unlock all 91 outfits. Now we can go do this, which will also probably give us a chance. If not, we can mess around a little bit to go get Expelliarmus. But this quest should be enough to finish this assignment. But for now, I'm actually going to end the stream because I've got things I need to get taken care of for the day. I need to eat dinner, I need to do laundry, stuff like that, and get ready. Plus, I need to take care of myself because I got injured. I wouldn't say injured, but I hurt myself at work today, and I'm going to go take care of that. So for now, I will do this quest and this assignment tomorrow, so you will see in the next stream I will do. I will show you about more of the map. So we will get to see more of the world map because we ventured down here, and you'll actually get to adventure down into here a little ways further in this quest. Also, this quest is going to lead where you actually do get to go down here and the Jackdaw quest. Oh, while I'm at it, I just remembered, oh yeah, there's a dragon that you actually can run into on the map. He doesn't do a thing, but you can fly on your broom and actually fly around and actually actually fly near the dragon, see the dragon on your broom. That is the thing. The dragon isn't just a little aesthetic on the map. He actually does fly around the map. On your broom or a mount, you actually can see the dragon flying around. Which is a cool little thing they've added. But let me show you this real quick. On the Hogwarts map, it'll also sometimes appear on the Hogsmeade map and the world map actually. The flag. See how there's that darker flag? Oh. Dogweed and Deathcap is available for me now. I just need to go up there. On the map, you see how the flags appear at the castle? These are fast travel point files, like the wings throughout the castle. When they're black like this, it's because there's quests available in that area. Ignore the Anthenium. We already went there, that was the quest. Where we got the book, but you will see occasionally throughout quests, throughout the story, these white flags will actually go black like this. It's because they're showing where side quests are still available in that area. So later on we'll unlock more side quests, and up in the astronomy wing they'll appear. I think the bell, I think it's the south wing. No, it is the library where the other ones are. Just clicking on this little menu down here doesn't show them. Clicking on the flag itself, opening up that menu, will show you where these quests are and what they are. I thought I'd point that out so that you can see that. Another thing, you don't need to click on these like the game makes you. The right and left arrows will actually change between them. So example, if I hit left D-pad, it's going to go to the world map. If I hit right on the D-pad, it's going to take me to the Hogsmeade map. R3, your right joystick pressed as a button will bring it to a point where you can go from day to night, which is very useful because later on you'll unlock, we will unlock the demiguise statues and the astronomy tables. Both of those can only be accessed at nighttime in the game. anyways, that is all for now on this stream. Till next time, where we will be able to see, well, we will be doing the next quest with Natty, completing the assignment to get Expelliarmus, and much more. Thanks for watching. Hope you all have a great rest of your day. WiKKiD out.